The Supreme Court of India will continue to hear cases against the electoral bond scheme today. The petitioners challenging the validity of the scheme told the top court that the scheme will destroy democracy and it promotes corruption. So what is the scheme all about and what exactly are electoral bonds? We tell you in this video. Hello and welcome, I'm Pallavi Sharma and you are watching MoneyWise with ET Now. Let's begin. The Supreme Court on October 31 started hearing 4 requests against the scheme filed by Congress leader Jaya Thakur, Communist Party of India and others. The case is being heard by a 5-judge constitution bench headed by Chief Justice D.Y. Chandrachud. The petitioners say that this opaque scheme defeats the citizens' right to be informed about the sources of funding of political parties, which is a fundamental right. They say that the bonds promote corruption in the country. So what are electoral bonds? Introduced in 2018 by the BJP government under the Finance Act of 2017, these bonds are financial instruments that allow people and businesses to donate money to political parties without declaring it, which means that the information of these donors and the receivers of the donations, including the name and the bank details, are not disclosed. It is like an alternative to cash donations and was pitched as an initiative to bring transparency in political funding. As per the provisions of the scheme, electoral bonds can be purchased by any citizen of India or an entity incorporated or established in India. However, foreign companies having majority stakes in Indian companies can also buy these bonds. They are available in multiple denominations from 1 crore rupees to 1,000 rupees. All SBI branches have these bonds and they are even interest-free. While the identity of the donors is not disclosed, the government and bank maintains a record of the purchaser's details for auditing and legal purposes. Only political parties registered under Section 29A of Representation of People Act of 1951 and a party that has secured not less than 1% votes polled in last election to the Lok Sabha or a state legislative assembly are eligible to receive these donations. These bonds can be encashed by the eligible party only through an account with an authorized bank within 15 days of receiving them. So what is the problem here? The petitioners of the case question if these bonds have actually brought transparency in politics. They say that the anonymity of donors could potentially foster corruption and favoritism in politics. Since the donor's identity is not disclosed to the public or the Election Commission, it makes it difficult to track the origin of these political contributions. However, the centre has rejected the allegations and told the court that the citizens do not have the right to information under Article 19(1)(a) of the Constitution regarding source of funds. They say that the scheme extends the benefit of confidentiality to the contribution, ensuring and promoting clean money being contributed while abiding by all tax obligations. In March 2019, in its affidavit to the court, the Election Commission of India also said that the anonymity factor is a problem because it allows unlimited corporate funding and tracking is difficult due to this. In April 2019, the court had asked all political parties to submit details of all bonds received by May 2019, but the hearing had not happened at that time. It is important to note that BJP received more than half of all electoral bonds bought between March 2018 to 2022 as per data by the Election Commission. Out of the total 900 crore rupees, 57% or 5,270 crore were sold to BJP between 2018 to 2022 period. Following this, Congress party came second, receiving 10% or 964 crore in the same period, and TMC got 767 crore rupees or 8% of all electoral bonds. For more such news and views, keep following ET Now.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.